college basketball game, wasn't it? Double overtime. Moments where it looked like both teams had moments in regulation in the first overtime where it looked like they were going to be victorious. And, credit to them to cut that 4-point lead in regulation. Credit to us, big shot by ZP to tie that thing and take it to second overtime. And I'm just really proud of our team. They've done a really good job of executing and doing what we're asking them to do. And this should give us a lot of confidence as we move forward. As we continue to play this season, that when we get in these tough, highly contested games against really good clubs, that we can find a way to win. But obviously, just really happy and excited for our team.
Okay, questions, raise your hand. Let us know who you are, who you're with. First question, front row.
Shane Connick, Charlotte Observer. Obviously, Micah is a local guy from around here. He's the first 7-footer that Florida's had in 30 years. What does he bring to this team? Especially that we don't see on the court, but just as a guy, and what does he bring to this team?
He's a great guy, wonderful guy. Comes from a great family, and just a really good kind of up-and-coming player. He impacts the game in a lot of ways. He's a really good rim protector, great rebounder, really easy to play with, really good feel, good passer for a big. And, the collection of our front court players is a huge upgrade for us this year compared to last, and he's a huge part of that.
And he had that seven of his 9 points came in the middle of a 9-2 run in the first half, kind of electrified the crowd a little bit, gave the team a little 9-2 run, I think took the lead at the time. Just what does his play kind of really bring, especially in a game like today, to just have him kind of on it when he is at certain points like that?
Generally think Will or Walt, two of our best shooters, but it's really Micah. He's 4 for 4 from 3 on the year. So he's just a really good player, man. He's a sophomore. He's continuing to get better, but the way he approaches practice, his team first attitude, and just his consistency are what make him really special for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Second row.
Chris Harris, Florida Gators. I come from the players. Was a struggle kind of to stay with McDaniel for those first maybe 25 minutes of the game. They got 5 starters playing 44 minutes. Could you sense maybe fatigue taking over a little bit, maybe you guys being a little bit more energized given your depth?
Yeah, I think there was definitely some moments where you hear them breathing a little harder, and just trying to make it difficult for those guys, some high usage guys, and just try to get stops and just keep defending, just try and make their looks a little tougher.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely saw them wearing down a little bit, but for us it was just keep trying to do what we were doing, pushing the pace, keep attacking them on defense and offense, and just trying to slow them down because we knew they were not going to play a lot of guys.
Always back, Cameron.
Kevin Tolbert, ADSN. Coach, you talked about this being helpful as you approach January. Where would you rank this game as a kind of a litmus test and on the level that it taxed your team to that?
A huge one for us. Obviously, a neutral site game against a team that's going to be playing for an NCAA tournament bid. I know their win-loss record isn't great, but they've played one of the toughest schedules in America, and they played a lot of those teams really, really close. So we knew this was going to be a big challenge for us. Obviously, this is going to be a quad 1 or quad 2 win. We have 3 of those right now. At this point last year, we had 0. So you can see some of the growth in our program and some of the areas where we're covering ground. And again, Michigan, Coach Howard does a great job. They're really good players, man. It's a really good team, and I think for our guys to be able to find a way to push through to victory tonight, there's no other way than to gain confidence from that.
Front row.
Bob Jackson, right, the independent Florida Alligator. You guys shot 52% in the 2 overtime periods. Can you talk about just what it means to your team to have these guys who in overtime where fatigue can kind of settle in and still make the extra pass, still find open shots?
Yeah, I think our guys did a really good job of just like it's kind of a cliche saying, but staying the course. Just because it's overtime doesn't mean you need to play differently or need to try new things. And I thought our guys were consistent that way, making all the right passes, finishing around the rim, being strong with the ball. Obviously, Walt hit a big 3 in the second overtime that took it to 9 and kind of iced the game for us. But our guy, we talked a lot about before the game that the tougher team was going to win tonight. And nothing to take away from Michigan. I thought they were really tough and really good, but I was really proud of how tough our guys were.
Nice. And then just quick follow-up. You've talked a lot this season about how you've seen your freshman players play really fearless, but then on the flip side, you know, guys like Will and Zyon played almost 40 minutes. Can you talk about what the veteran presence has brought to your team this year?
Yeah, I think we have a great combination this year of kind of it all. And obviously ZP's a fifth-year senior, won a lot of games, played in a program that I was really familiar with, and I knew he would bring a really big winning energy to our program. And this guy next to me, Will, second year for him in our program, he's the wily veteran, you know, being a second-year guy for us. And I think he has a much better understanding this year of what, you know, we expect on a day-to-day basis, not only on the court, but from a leadership standpoint. He's done a really good job that way. But these are the guys who want to go to war with. You know, these are the guys as a coach that if we weren't able to win tonight, that I'd still be able to fall asleep, you know, put my head on my pillow decently, because I'll go to war with these guys any day.
Thanks. I have a question for the players too.
Yeah, what do you think changed when they're up 9? What do you think changed and what kind of got you guys going?
For us, it was just show and fight. I mean, we've been in a situation like that before, and it all just goes back to executing and trusting your work. So that when it gets tough, I feel like we all pulled together and we were like, all right, let's do this. And that was what flipped the switch for us.
Zyon, was McDaniel a problem?
I mean, he had 31 or 33, my fault. Nah, he's, you know, super talented player and stuff like that. You know, he's gonna get his looks and just try to make it, you know, a longer night.
Front row to the left.
Zyon, Andrew Conn from Live.com in Ann Arbor. How close were you to maybe going to Michigan this offseason?
I mean, definitely. Nah, I mean, you know, definitely, you know, hard not to, you know, look at a guy like Juwan Howard and what he's, you know, doing for the program in Michigan. But, you know, I'm super, you know, happy with my decision.
To our right.
Logical Strom with the Michigan Daily. Michigan's offense this season has been very impressive, but its defense hasn't really been. How much of the scout in the game plan was planning to attack Michigan to be quick on defense? What does that look like?
It's a great question, first of all, because they are fantastic offensively. One of the best effective field goal teams in America, and they do a great job getting their misses. So we were concerned about that. We did think we had a little bit of an advantage attacking them defensively. And I don't think it's anything systematically necessarily, more so just the lack of depth that they have. And I think, you know, when you're asking guys to show on ball screens and do a lot of different things over the course of 40 minutes, that they can fatigue a little bit. But that's why we were pushing tempo for 50 minutes. You know, we knew that as we continued to bleed into the game, that we could. Our hope was that we would wear them down, and they're starting. Every guy in their starting five played over 44 minutes. You know, so credit to them because they competed their tail off. But we thought that we could, you know, our depth would show up a little more, and you know, I think it did.
Last question, back of the room.
Lauren Meadows, Gatorade Media. Will, like your coach said, you're kind of like the wily veteran with a lot of turnover on the team. What are some of the things that off the court that you as the veteran have kind of impressed on the new guys, you know, as things move forward?
For me, it's just staying together. I feel like the summers are really important with like all the turnover and stuff like that. So just making sure like we gel and stuff on and off the court. I mean, that's really all it comes down to is just how well you bond and stuff like that, and just knowing that we're in this together. So we can all get what we want if we just buy in together and just be in it.
All right, thanks guys. Good job.
Thank you very much.